Hey guys, thanks for joining me. And if you like what you see, please subscribe.
Hi, friends. Today I have something a little bit off the beaten track, and that is I just want to give a quick shout out to these binoculars. These are Bushnell 10 by 50 binoculars. They are not, you usually get what you pay for, and that is certainly true with binoculars. A $200 binocular set of binoculars is going to be substantially better than a $50 pair of binoculars. The return on how much money you spend on binoculars, it just depends what range you're talking about. But in general, you want to spend $100 on a pair of binoculars or above. This is the exception. I've had a lot of binoculars, expensive ones, cheap ones, ones with great pyro and great optics and great coatings on the lenses. And this is $27. It's from Bushnell. It's 10 by 50. And that means that at 1,000 feet, it looks like you're actually 300 feet away. The field of vision is pretty good. It's 5.8 degrees. This is great for just generally looking during the day at daytime objects like birds, or if you're on top of a hill looking for campsites or whatever, these are perfect. And then at night, it does a little bit of very large object astronomy, such as the moon, perfect for the moon. Cassiopeia, awesome. You want to look a little bit closer at Betelgeuse or some of the planets, you can definitely see Jupiter's planets with these. So, not fine astronomy, but just general astronomy, it's okay. And the reason for that is because it's got these objective lenses, which are 50 degrees. So the width, the width of the front, the lens here is 50 millimeters. Why that's important is because it collects a lot of light. In the 10 is the magnification. So whenever you're looking at binoculars, the first number is how many times the magnification is, and the second number is how big the lens is. The lens allows more light in. So if you were to get something that was like 15 by 35, it's not going to allow a lot of light in, and also it's going to be 15 times closer. That's actually really hard to hold and find what you're trying to look at. The magnification is really important. You really don't want to go over 10 unless you're going to have your binoculars on a tripod. For handheld use, you usually want 10 is the max. You usually want 8. But I like these. These are $27, and for the price, I find it really incredibly good quality. The other thing I really like about this, it's got this insta-focus here where you're not turning the dial. That's great. And then, the way that you use binoculars, if you haven't used them before, is you close your right eye and you stare through with your left eye, and then you make it sharp. Okay, and once you got it sharp with your left eye, you close your left eye, and then here they have a little dial on the other side, and this, looking through your right eye, you then fine adjust here. What that does is it makes sure that each eye is focused on the same object. Your eyes are slightly different. And you're going to find that if you fine tune it for your left eye first with the big focuser, and then fine tune it for your right eye with this little guy here, you'll get a really good quality of sight, vision, whatever you want to call it. Most binoculars, does this one have it? Yeah. So binoculars on the front here have a little screw here, and that's for attaching to a tripod. There's little mounts that you can get, and sometimes the binoculars that you get will actually have an adapter for you so that you can screw this in, and then it'll go to a tripod and you can hold it that way. That's what you're going to have to do if you get anything over 10. Like I said, binocular, I have $200 pair of binoculars, and they are substantially better than this. However, for the price and for the name brand of Bushnell, you cannot beat $30. So if you're thinking about getting binoculars for any reason, just to have in your house, to look at the birds in the backyard, to go camping with, I highly suggest starting here. And just remember, don't get anything above 10. Try to get something above 40, at least with the objective lens. 50 for a nice handheld one is probably the max you're going to be able to get. But I like having the bigger field. I like having the bigger field of vision, and I like having the greater objective because it's going to allow more light in, and it's going to be, your vision is going to be a lot, the things you can see are going to be a lot crisper if you have a higher number here. Thanks a lot, guys. Let me know what your favorite cheap pair of binoculars is in the comments. and maybe I'll check them out and buy them myself if they're cheap enough. I literally have probably 10 pairs of binoculars right now. I just wanted to give a shout out to these. If you liked what you saw, please like and subscribe. And if you didn't, I don't care. Don't like and don't subscribe. But I will see you next time on Sharp Ends. Bye bye now.